I still get a thrill when I see clips like that and you see the original Star Trek. What's it like for you when you look back and you think about what it was like playing Uhura?
I loved it. It's like an actor in any role. You love creating it, you know, and that was always exciting for me.
And what a role to have created!
Yes.
I mean, it was a brilliant role,
yes,
and such a significant one in terms of your position as a black actress. We understand that at one point, Martin Luther King, when you thought you might leave, said, "Don't. You're the only thing that I let my kids watch on television."
That's right.
Because of how important it is. It must have been almost overwhelming to be the person who'd created something that big.
I don't know. From a kid, I've been in the business, live television and on stage and theater, and so it was exciting, but it wasn't overwhelming.
It wasn't.
Wow.
But how do you feel when Martin Luther King contacts you and says, "Please don't leave"?
Oh.
Because that's quite
big.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. Yeah, I was going to leave the show because I had an offer on Broadway, and I'm from the theater, so going to Broadway to star was big for me. You know, it was exciting, and then I suddenly realized I was very happy where I was doing what I was doing, and more of it.
Yes, and there was so much more because you were part of the films that came.
Yes.
But your own life has been hugely connected with space, hasn't it? Because is it true you've been into the stratosphere, really, and part of the NASA program?
It just seems like it belongs to me.
You are the First Lady of Space.
And thank you very much.
That's all right.
And vice versa, you know, it belongs to me, but I belong to it, you know. I do indeed.
Amongst the many iconic moments within Star Trek, there is one that we must talk about, if you will, which is the first interracial kiss that happened on television between your character and Captain Kirk's.
I didn't think it was so dang
groundbreaking,
you know. They broke ground a long time ago, you know, my great-grand.
But everyone around you, I bet, and everyone around you, though, knew how big it was, because it was a big statement, wasn't it, at the time? So were you nervous about the moment? Did you prepare for it like any other moment? Did William Shatner say, "Wow, we're making history," just before you kissed? How was it?
I think he was more I think he was more nervous than I was. Because my grandmother and grandfather and interracial marriages and relationships were known in our lifetime, you know, and in our family.
Sure.
And I just thought it was a nice opportunity to just say, you are who you are, and that's good enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter
your background or your colour.
What color your skin is, because in my family we have every color in the rainbow, you know.
Nichelle, it's lovely to see you. Now, would you believe it, next Friday, William Shatner's going to be here.
Yes.
He's coming in. We just wondered whether you might have a message for Captain Kirk.
Yes.
That we could pass on for you.
Yes. Oh, you're going to enjoy him.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Is he got a little something that he particularly likes that we could treat him to? Is he a fan of chocolate, or what would be your tip to keeping him sweet?
Well, I don't think that it's anything really big if you just get on your knees and bow.
Happy to do that. Thank you.
Nichelle, thank you so much.
The stories that I'm telling are about aging, but about aging in a positive way, not just sort of a negative, oh, push her aside. What is the story? I mean, people talk about women as fine wines, which is all well and good, but there's so much more to it than that. It's so much more interesting and complex.
But you are a Chateau Latour 61, if I may say so.